Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astrogate Mysore. Today let us understand how Kalpadruma Yoga is formed. It's a little complicated to understand, but if at all you know the word dispositor and if you know how to understand what a dispositor is, it's enough. So, for example, if I take this as the ascendant and if Saturn is posited here, then the dispositor of Saturn is said to be Mars. So Saturn is posited in Aries. The Lord of Aries is called as the dispositor. That means Saturn disposits Mars. So Mars becomes the dispositor, the one which has gone, the place has been taken over by Saturn. So let us understand Kalpadruma Yoga. First is we need to see the ascendant Lord. Okay, this was just an example. Let me go through it. We need the ascendant Lord, dispositor of the ascendant Lord. See, there are four things required. One is the ascendant Lord. Next is the dispositor of the ascendant Lord. That is where the ascendant Lord is posited. It's Lord of that sign. And then the dispositor of the ascendant Lord. That is, the ascendant Lord might be placed somewhere, and the Lord of that sign is placed somewhere, and the Lord of the sign where it is placed. So there are three dispositors. The dispositor of the ascendant Lord sitting in another sign, and then that dispositor of that. So there is three levels. And fourth is this particular Lord, the third dispositor, its placement in the D9 chart, and the Lord of that chart to be seen in the D9 itself. The Lord of the sign Lord, where the third dispositor is placed in the Navamsha Kundali, and its position in the D9 chart. If these positions are either in Kendra, Trikona, that is 1, 4, 7, 10, or 1, 5, 9, or exaltation positions, then Kalpadruma Yoga is formed. I'll put an example and I'll show you. It is a little confusing, but I'll do it with an example. A king, as a person who will be living a status of a king, rich in lifestyle, high status, fond of politics, position, prestige, and also will be kind to the poor. So he is a nice, merciful guy who has a lot of good things to offer to the poor and does a lot of charity, but would always love to be felicitated over a stage. The prestige is very important. That what we call as the social respect is required for this person. So let us go into the chart. So let me take this as the ascendant, that is Capricorn. Place it in an exalted placement. The dispositor of this particular sign, Libra, the owner of Libra is Venus. So Venus is placed somewhere. Let me put Venus somewhere here. And the dispositor of Venus is Moon. So let me exalt Moon here. It's just a classical way of placing things. And it is exalted here. So this particular Rashi has the D9. The D9 has to be seen now. This particular Rashi has the D9 falling in the ninth from it. So falling in the ninth from it. So 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So till here. So starting from Makar Rashi till Kanya Rashi is the plotting of D9 for Taurus. So the dispositor of the dispositor. So first is the ascendant Lord, next is its dispositor, the dispositor of the dispositor. The dispositor of the dispositor is Moon, it is placed here. And now to see where it is placed in the D9. So let us say this is placed at 12 degrees. So that means it is in the fourth Amsha. 0 to 3 degrees 20 minutes, 6 degrees 40 minutes, and 10 degrees and it is between 10 and 12, 13 degrees 20 minutes. So it is in the fourth amsha. Fourth amsha falls 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the D9, moon is posited in Aries. In the D9, moon is posited in Aries, and in D9, if the ascendant, let us say, is in the same position, if the ascendant is in the same position, and if you have Mars here, because the D9 dispositor of moon is Mars, the lord of moon posited in D9, the sign of the lord of moon posited, lord of the sign where moon posited in D9 is Mars. It is in a Kendra. That is, let us take this as a Vargottama Lagna. Can this be a Vargottama Lagna? Yes, it can, because this is a Chararashi and Chararashi starts from itself. So if this is in the starting of this Rashi, then ascendant will be Vargottama. So it will be there along with Mars. So let us understand whether these positions are all in Kendras and Trikonas or even exaltation. Lagnadipati is in a Kendra and also exaltation. Yes. The dispositor is in a Kendra in the 7th house. Correct. The dispositor's dispositor is in the 5th house, is in a Trikona and also exalted. Double tick marks. The placement of moon in the Navamsha chart, in the D9 chart, is in Aries, and in the D9, provided Mars is posited in a Kendra. That is, it is posited in the Kendra, Trikona or exaltation. No. So we have to check it out. So if it is posited in either the Kendra, Trikona or exaltation, here it is exalted and also it is in the Kendra, then Kalpadruma Yoga is formed. A tough yoga to understand first, but once you understand the dispositor and the dispositor's dispositor and then go into the D9, take that chart and see, then you will be easily able to make out that this yoga is generally available in many cases. A little bit of transformation will be there, that it will not be in the exaltation or Kendra. Sometimes it will be in the own sign, sometimes it will be in the Mula Trikona. So you need to check that out. So if you have done that and you see that Kalpadruma Yoga exists, then a person will be endowed with excellent results for his chart. So thank you very much for today's class.